In the late 80s and early 90s, MC Hammer was one of the biggest rap stars in the world. He sold millions of albums and had a massive hit with You Can't Touch This. However, he also spent money like it was going out of style, buying multiple houses, expensive cars, and had a staff of over 200 people. By the mid-90s, his finances were in shambles, and he filed for bankruptcy in 1996. Nas is considered one of the greatest rappers of all time, but he has also had his share of financial troubles. In 2011, according to Rolling Stone magazine, he owed the IRS over $6 million in back taxes and penalties. He also had to pay $25,000 a month in child support to his ex-wife Kelis. We sincerely hope Nas gets back on his feet financially. DMX was a superstar in the late 90s and early 2000s, with hits like Party Up and X Gon Give It To Ya. He also starred in several movies. However, he struggled with drug addiction throughout his career, and he also had financial troubles. Most of these financial troubles are said to be from missing child support payments, as DMX fathered several children from different mothers. He was an absolute icon in the hip-hop world, but he filed for bankruptcy in 2013 and died in 2021 with millions in debt. Fat Joe was a successful rapper in the 2000s, but he also had his share of financial troubles. Having huge success in the rap game with millions of albums sold, Joey Crack was raking in the dough, but with a poor relationship to money in general, he ended up spending more than he earned. In 2010, he pleaded guilty to tax evasion and was sentenced to 4 months in prison. He owed the IRS over $1 million in back taxes. However, rumours are that Joe has gotten back on his feet and his pockets are full again. Lil Kim was one of the most popular female rappers of the late 90s and early 2000s. She was a member of the rap group Junior Mafia and also had a very successful solo career, with her career high being on the 2001 smash hit Lady Marmalade. But like it seems to be for many hip-hop artists, what goes up must come down. She ended up having financial troubles. Reportedly, Kim owed over $600,000 in late mortgage payments and over $1 million in back taxes, which resulted in Kim filing for bankruptcy in 2018. Nelly was one of the biggest rap stars of the early 2000s, with hits like Hot in Here and Dilemma. Like many rappers on this list, Nelly seems to have an issue with paying his taxes. In Nelly's defense, he really wants to pay taxes. The problem though is that the IRS do not play around, and if you owe them money, they are coming for you. And that's what they did with Nelly. In 2016, they slapped him with a $2.4 million tax lien. Since he's not dropped a studio album since 2013, we wonder how he's going to be able to pay that back. Method Man was a member of the Wu-Tang Clan and a successful solo artist in the 90s and 2000s. However, you guessed it, he also struggled with financial problems because of, you guessed it, not paying his taxes. Method Man claims that the IRS has been hounding him since 2002 for back taxes owed. They even repoed his Lincoln Navigator at one point to try and get some equity out of the Wu-Tang Clan rapper. We wish nothing but the best for Meth in the future. Recent pictures are showing him in really good physical shape compared to his active rapping days, so maybe he is getting his shit together after all. Exhibit was a successful rapper in the late 90s and early 2000s, with hits like X and Paparazzi. He also hosted the immensely popular MTV show Pimp My Ride, but despite all the success and money earned, X managed to have financial struggles. Filing for bankruptcy in 2009 with over $1 million in debt, X has however bounced back with a very popular cannabis business, and Celebrity Net Worth has him at $2 million. Nice comeback, X. Ja Rule was one of the biggest rap stars of the early 2000s, with hits like Always on Time and Living It Up. But like everyone else on this list, he had problems paying his taxes and spent over 2 years in prison for tax evasion. Before his prison stint, his career was on the decline after losing for what seemed like years on an ongoing beef with 50 Cent, where 50 constantly poked holes in Ja's street cred. In 2017, Ja was also one of the main figures involved in the greatest festival fiasco of all time, the Fyre Festival. This seemed to be the nail in the coffin for Ja publicly, and he has not been seen much since. To round off this list of rappers who made millions but still went broke, we finish with Ja Rule's enemy number one, 50 Cent. 50 is arguably one of the biggest rappers to hit the scene in the past 25 years, with several multi-platinum selling albums and other successful business ventures. But still, with all this success, 50 had to file for Chapter 11 in 2015 with over $36 million in debt and only $20 million in assets. If we fast forward to 2021, a judge discharged 50's bankruptcy as he paid down the millions he owed early with his own money. 50 Cent the rapper doesn't rap much anymore, but instead works as a hit TV show producer with shows such as Power and BMF. This is quite the comeback for 50 after being over $30 million in debt. Hit the subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss our next video, and see you next time.